Hey, Guiver again. This will probably be a fairly controversial video, but I'd like to go over why I have a personal preference of having a Mossberg 500 410 handy in a bug out situation versus a higher caliber. The main thing I like is it's just as versatile as far as the type of loads pretty much that you can get for the 20 and 12 gauges, but the ammo is a lot lighter. I can carry 50 of these, whereas I would only be able to carry 20 of the 12 gauge shells for a similar weight. I carry an assortment of rounds in my bag for this. I don't have it all out. This is what I have loose in my reload bag. I have 1 shot of triple aught. I have 7 rounds of slugs, and then 10 rounds or so of number 6 birdshot. The way I like to load is to have my first 2 rounds birdshot, and after that followed up by slugs or triple aught, for the simple fact of I'm not out to kill somebody out there. I mean, I would only use this as an emergency thing, or mainly for hunting, or if I run into, say, a bear. Put a couple of 410 slugs in a bear and you're likely to drop it. Same thing with, say, hunting a deer. If you need something slightly larger caliber than a 22 to do such. I also carry a 22 bolt action, but this here would be my personal preference as my main bug out gun. This is what I'm going to grab as I run out the door, simply because of the versatility of the rounds. I mean, you got your triple aught, that's good for defense, that's good for a deer, you can get a rabbit with that. I've known people to take down turkeys with it. Not that that's necessarily ethical, but it is something you can do in a survival situation. I'm not one to advertise what I have for firearms on hand. This is by no means the end of what I have, but this here would just be like my main preference. A big benefit of this also is because of the low recoil and size, a child, if need be, would be able to use this. Say around 10, 12 years old, would be able to have no problem going out hunting with something like this. My wife, who is only about 5'2", 110 pounds, I mean, she's a small girl, but she would be able to fire this without a major problem. And as far as reloads, I mean, with the 410, you don't really have to worry about having a whole reloading station. The ammo is fairly cheap when you can get it. Right now, we are in the ammo shortage, but I mean, this particular model, I don't have anything but just the front pin sight there. I do plan on eventually getting a ghost ring. I've heard pros and cons of it. I'm going to drop this pump foregrip and actually put a drop handle stock on this because I like the maneuverability. The problem with putting a drop handle stock on a 500, I don't know if any of you have run into this, but your safety's on the top. With the drop handle, that's kind of hard to maneuver to get your finger up there. It's better to go for, I believe it's an 880. That will have your mechanism right here for your safety. I personally like this as a righty because, I mean, I have the option with the way it's set up right now, the stock that's on it, I can do a manual pump, or I can hit the safety just from where it sits. So, I mean, that's always nice. This is a smooth bore barrel, so there are some rounds that you shouldn't be firing down it, and this has a welded on muzzle brake. This is not something that you could put a choke on, unfortunately. For something like that, you'd have to upgrade your barrel, which with this isn't too hard. This here is a 5 in the tube plus 1 in the chamber. I do plan on looking into what add-ons I can get. Unfortunately, the 410 500, it's hard to find extra stocks and pumps and things of that nature for it. I don't know if it's because it was a limited production thing or just nobody really decided they wanted to buy one, but personally, I think it's one of the best guns you can get for your buck. So, that's just my opinion. Thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you next time.